All right. Welcome to week 4. Yeah, week 4. Week 4 of the Gym League. This week we are up against Pietro Grifera. I don't sorry, it's a name is spelled kind of weird. I can't talk because my name is spelled weird too, but you know. Anyway, he's got a very threatening team. He's got Iron Bundle, always scary to deal with. Latios for some weakness policy or soul do stuff. Hydreigon for nasty plot and substitute. Tinkaton for setting up screens and rocks and encore. And of course the Gigaton Hammer. He's got Gastrodon, which is very specially bulky and can stop my water types with Storm Drain. He's got a great, three great Eviolite users in Quillfish, Bisharp, and Gligar. Most concerned about Bisharp because that thing is a pain. I really struggle into dark types, and with Terra it can really be annoying. So we'll see how that goes. I do have a couple ways of dealing with it, but in mocks, before I was prepped for it, that thing wiped the floor with me a couple times. So definitely one to watch out for if it shows up. And of course, Gligar and Quillfish good as well. And then Glastrier, which is very hard to switch into, especially if it gets an attack boost. It can be very devastating, rip some holes into my team, which I would prefer. You know, I like my teams to not have holes ripped in them. So hopefully we can prevent that. Let's get into the team. So first up, we've got the Spikes Greninja. Now, I really love this set because I think it's very, very strong here. Taunt for disrupting whatever hazards he tries to lead into me. Something that happened in every single mock was lead Gastrodon, and then I taunt and stop them from setting up rocks, basically. So that was something that happened in all 3 mocks. So, you know, something that I think is pretty likely to happen again today. Spikes as well for just setting up, like wearing his team down. He has no hazard removal. So once the spikes are up, they're up for the whole game, which is great. We've got Ice Beam for hitting his dragons and Hydro Pump for just strong damage, hitting switches, forcing progress, things like that. I was originally a Focus Sash Torrent set with U-Turn, but I think having something to revenge kill his dragons is extremely nice. We do outspeed Latios and Hydreigon, obviously, because it's slower than Latios, and hit them both with Ice Beam for a solid chunk of damage. And I think I can preserve the Greninja pretty easily. So, you know, it can maybe force a switch, scare something out at the start, or get that taunt and then get some spikes up and, you know, come back later, maybe do something with Battle Bond. I think Battle Bond is better than Torrent because he has a lot of great water resists, and if I can like remove his Bisharp and I get a kill, I can just run away with the game on the spot, which is a very nice option to have. Next up, we've got the Tornadus Therian. This thing is our dedicated Golden Go chat. Golden Go does not like tickle me. With these EVs, we always live a max special attack, nasty plot, make it rain, which is ridiculous. So yeah, we live, even if it tries to set up a nasty plot and then hits us with a make it rain, we always live that, which is, you know, nice. We have U-Turn for pivoting, Knockoff for hitting his team and getting rid of items, Bleakwind Storm for stab, and Heat Wave to hit his Golden Go, and his Tinkaton as well. So yeah, I think this is a great Pokemon in this matchup, very specially bulky, especially with the Assault Vest. If we can keep rocks off the field, which we are pretty good at doing, because as you can see we have the Iron Treads, which, spoiler alert, is running Rapid Spin, and the Taunt on the Greninja. So we're pretty good at keeping rocks off the field in this match. So I'm pretty confident that we can preserve that health on Tornadus without it taking rocks. So yeah, Next up, we have the Assault Vest Iron Treads. This thing is insane in this matchup. I'm not gonna lie. Originally, I was a lot more specially bulky, but then I realized I don't even need that much special bulk to take on Latios with an Assault Vest, and Hydreigon as well. Because I resist both of Latios' stab moves, and with the max HP and just this special bulk, I live a +2 Aura Sphere, which is awesome. And Rapid Spin for rocks, Volt Switch for pivoting, Earthquake for hitting his many steel types, and Ice Spinner for hitting his dragons, both of which have Levitate, so they don't get hit by my Earthquake. With these defense EVs, we live a +2 Sucker Punch from Bisharp. So we can switch in to Bisharp and be able to do some damage to it with this thing. This is not our main Bisharp check, but it is nice to have that option in the back to switch in. I believe it might actually live a +4. I'll have to double check, but this thing is a great defensive check. Very good pivot here. So yeah, the plan with this is to switch in on Latios, figure out what type of set it is, and then we can either Ice Spinner it ourselves, or if it looks like weakness policy, we can Volt Switch into KYUREM, so we don't have to deal with that attack. Because like the secret to dealing with weakness policy sets is as long as you don't hit them, they can't hurt you. They usually don't invest that much into attack, and without that +2 boost, they don't hit that hard. So that's how you deal with weakness policy. Thank you for attending my TED Talk this week. And let's move on to the next set. Next up, we have the Girder making his first appearance. We've got Drain Punch for recovery, Mach Punch for priority, Ice Punch for hitting his dragons and Gligar, and Knockoff for removing items like boots or his Eviolite users. Knockoff is great in this matchup because he's got 3 Eviolite users and he's got no hazard removal. So if we can get rid of a Violite or boots, we're in a great spot. I expect Bisharp to be running Terra Ghost. We kill a max HP Bisharp, we 2-hit KO it with Knockoff. If it Terra Ghosts, which it has to because we're a fighting type, it's going to Terra Ghost. So what we do is we knock off the Violite the first turn and it does like 30, and then the next turn it does 60 if it's max HP. So this thing is great, and if it lives on like a sliver, that's when we switch into Iron Treads to deal with the rest. Next up, we've got the Specs KYUREM. Earth Power and Freeze Dry is just insane coverage. It's good every week, I gotta say. Like, I'm honestly having to look for opportunities to not bring this set because always at a baseline, it's just good. It's just good value. It hits hard. It's pretty fast. And there's nothing, literally there is only one, I believe, someone double check me on this, one dual type Ice Bug that resists both of these when Ice Bug is not exactly a staple defensive typing. Earth Power Freeze Dry is always good. Like, honestly, it's just always good, man. I don't know what to say. His team is pretty weak to ground, and what resists ground is weak to ice. So that's why we're bringing Earth Power. We got the Ice Beam and the Draco Meteor as well for just hitting hard. Draco Meteor is pretty free. It's just like a nice button to click. This thing is great. His ice resists are weak to ground, and his ground resists are weak to ice, basically. So, you know, we are outspeeding a max speed Golden Go. So unless it's Scarf, it's getting hit by Earth Power, and it doesn't like getting hit by Specs Earth Power. So that's the goal with this. Next up, we have the max specially defensive Slowking Galar. This thing blanks Iron Bundle. I believe like a Specs bundle does like 40 with Hydro Pump. So we can switch in, we can Thunder Wave, we can Chilly Out, we can, you know, do all sorts of stuff. A lot of his biggest threats are special. He does have some physical threats, mainly Bisharp, but most of his threats are special, which is why I feel much more comfortable running the max special defense. Usually I like having a little pull in HP, especially in draft, because you might need it to check something physical, but most of the things I'm really scared of, and I want this thing to be able to deal with, like the Latios, like the Gastrodon, like the Iron Bundle, are all special attackers. So I feel much more comfortable running that this week. We've got the standard set of Chili, Reception, and Thunderwave for getting speed control for our Kyurem, and for our Greninja as well if it comes to that. We have the Shadow Ball for hitting Golden Go and Latios, and we have the Grass Knot for hitting Gastrodon. I really don't want to be walled out by Gastrodon. With Grass Knot, we do a decent chunk into it. Yeah, that's the plan. I will see you guys in the battle. All right. Well, a couple things I'm noticing. First of all, no Bisharp. Happy about that. Second of all, Hydreigon. That did not show up in any of the mocks. I was really considering not prepping for it at all. I'm glad I did because, well, there it is. And other than that, yeah, it looks pretty close to what I expected. No Gastrodon is also interesting. I'm gonna lead Gren. Yeah, we're gonna taunt here. Stop the spikes. Taunt. No spikes. Yeah. Awesome. Gonna get the spikes up now. We live that? Oh, we don't live 2 because of the poison though. Oh no, yeah, we do. What am I talking about? I'll get that going. I'll get another spike. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Well, no Tink means Draco's pretty free. Let me look at this Quillfish. That crit really sucks because Gren looked really good there. But whatever, we got our spikes up. It is especially defensive, sure, why not? Draco does a decent chunk to that. Does twice kill? It's got a really good chance too. I think I'm gonna Draco expecting the switch into a dragon. Does Ice Beam to it KO? Not usually. Yeah, I'm Dracoing. Oh, he stays in. Oh, well, crit for crit, I guess. If he was not specially defensive, I don't know if that mattered or not. Okay, goes into the gold here. Yeah, it doesn't look like that crit mattered. Yeah, we always go into Torn. No matter what you do, we're fine. That did what to me? That did a lot. That may be specs. How much did that do? 44? Looks like just modest then. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong. What am I doing? Yeah, that's specs. That is specs. Yeah. Well, we should live another click heat wave. Okay. This coming in makes me think it's weakness policy. That looks like a weakness policy to me, and I really don't. I think Iron Treads is free no matter what. That looks like weakness policy. Okay. Calm Mind makes me think not weakness. I'm gonna click Ice Spinner. Yeah. That's good. I am AV. I think I'm just gonna click Ice Spinner again. We eat that up. What is my Lottie check if this goes down? I think I can Volt. Does he stay in here? He very well could. I think I'm gonna go Torn. Yeah. Yep, and then we U-turn back into. Honestly, I'm down to go into Kyurem. Calm Mind is interesting. Calm Mind is very interesting. Yeah, I think Kyurem's fine. That makes me think not weakness. Okay, Glass Trier. We go into Girder here. Girder deals with this. Whatever it is, it deals with it. And then gets us in a good spot to click Knock, I think. The miss was rough, but I don't think it mattered too much. Honestly, like, you know, I think we're still fine here. Down to click Knock. Choice Band, okay. Okay, Drain Punch then. Alright. Specs. Does Specs Make It Rain kill Torn? It has a chance to. It has a very low chance to. How much did Heat Wave do last time? Oh, it's from Spikes. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Torn. Does Heat Wave do like 60? It's got a pretty good chance to kill here. And if not, I can go into KYUREM, which is faster than this if it's Specs. So yeah, we go this. We should live. Okay, we live. And then I don't really feel like risking this. That's like about a 50% chance to kill. A little less. I think U-turning is fine. Yeah. Weakness policy? Nope. In that case, Calm Mind is crazy because I've not seen that in any of the mods. They were all either weakness policy or soul do. No, not scarfed. Not that. Not lefties, Calm Mind. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think going into this is okay. Hitting it with a oh, it is lefties. Oh, so it's a Volky Calm Mind set. Okay, down to Thunder Wave. Oh, that sucks. Dude, what is the RNG this battle? What is the RNG this battle? This is ridiculous. I'm down for the Thunder Wave on this as well. Oh, it's good as gold. I forgot. Whoops. I believe a Make It Rain is pretty likely. Shadow Ball is also likely. I think this is fine. Treads can figure out what you're doing, and then he's still got Bundle. But if he's not Specs, KYUREM comes in and kills this thing. Should anyway. Okay, we Volt Switch into Girder, I believe. Heavy Slime is okay. His Golden goes pretty healthy. I think Knock is free. Oh, he lives! Well, that sucks. I'm just gonna click Knock again. Okay, here comes the bundle. Here comes the bundle. Mach Punch does a good chunk here. Nice. That's really good. I really like that a lot. Torn is a little low for my comfort. We've only seen Calm Mind on this. Does a non-choice store soul do a lot? Adios, kill KYUREM is the question. Here we go. KYUREM. Yeah. It kills with Draco. Would it run Draco and Calm Mind though? I'm not sure. I'm gonna try it. I think I gotta force some progress here. Ice Beam kills. Freeze Dry also kills. There's no reason to Freeze Dry. Just gonna click the Ice Beam. We are faster and we get the kill. That is awesome. He was a more bulky set. And we are faster than you and we should kill with Ice Beam if you're a... let's look. Ice Beam does like... that's a little risky. I think the play here is to sack treads. I think that's always the play. Yeah. Yep. And then KYUREM lives. Anything from bundle should kill this back. I think we just go KYUREM and click Earth Power. Should be good. And that looks like it's gonna be the game. If not, I can just go Glowbro and we win. Yep, that's the game. Awesome. I think that RNG was a little rough. That was some crazy stuff going on. But I'm happy we came out on top. Pretty happy with that. And I will see you guys in the post-game analysis. Alright. I think overall I played pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that game. I think I prepped well. I think everything went about as well as I could have expected. The Hydreigon showing up did shake me up a little bit, but overall I think I handled it pretty well. I think my team was well equipped to handle it. Now that I think about it, I'm a little surprised it didn't show up in mocks because my team is a little weak to offensive darks, but I think all things considered, Lottie is just a better Pokemon, and Hydreigon does get kind of walled out by anything with an Assault Vest, and I have a lot of very good Assault Vest Pokemon. So it also does get kind of destroyed by Azumarill, so there's that. But anyway, I think I played pretty well. I think I prepped pretty well, and I think that went about as good as I could have reasonably hoped it went. Now, the misses this season have been pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. I think my accuracy for 90% accurate moves is sitting right around like 60%, which is not great, especially because a lot of those misses have been pretty bad. Looking at you, Rock Slide miss from last week, but overall, it's been fine. Like, we've been getting a little bit unlucky, but also there have been like a couple good crits. So, you know, it's just the game that we play sometimes, and it worked out for us this week. Here's to hoping that this disastrous missing streak does not continue, but I'm pretty confident in, you know, what's going on behind, like, you know, all the teams and things like that. So we'll see what happens. I am signing for 2 leagues right now. There will be, hopefully, I'm not sure when one of them will come out. That's the one that I was asked to sub for a while back. That should be coming. The coach reveals should happen any day now. So just waiting for that, and then I will post a draft summary whenever the draft happens, you know. And then the off season for Rotom Appliance Draft League, they did offer an alternate format just for the people who care. I'll make this, you know, pretty quick. It was originally supposed to be Radical Red. Honestly, I wasn't too big of a fan of that because I don't want to have to learn an entire new format. But they're allowing a secondary format of just like National Dex low tier, which I am extremely excited about. I love the prospect of being forced to use Pokemon I wouldn't normally, but Pokemon that I still kind of know what they do. You know, Radical Red is a little bit hard to learn, especially because there's so much that they changed, which is appealing to some people, but I'm still kind of getting a handle on a lot of the regular stuff, so it's a little bit intimidating to get into for me personally. But all that said, I'm excited about both of the leagues coming up, and I'm excited about concluding this league. We are currently 2nd seed right now. We will be playing the current 1st seed in week 7, so that's definitely something to look out for. But all of that aside, the plan is to continue performing every week, put my absolute best on to the teams, play my best. Hopefully, we'll see, with misses notwithstanding. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you all next week.